Hello, everybody. This is Gerald Salenti, and it's Tuesday, February 6th, 2024. And your new Trends Journal coming out very, very soon. And here's the cover. Yep. How stupid and gutless can you be to obediently follow your ignorant, arrogant political leaders? How stupid can you be? How ballless can you be? How can you be so low life to look up to a Biden, a Trump? I know a lot of people like Trump. Oh, Trump. Oh, yeah, the guy that moved the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem that got $100 million from Sheldon Adelson. Yeah. And you read about how pro-Israel he is as they're slaughtering all the people over there. Oh, yeah, the Biden that ramped up war with Iran when he killed Soleimani. Yeah, they're all shit to me. Obama, oh, the little Catson Macron over there with his fake fucking hair over there in France, and a little jerk off he just brought in as prime minister. Sunak over in the UK. And don't forget about your senators, your congressmen, your mayor. Look up to them. Obey your politicians because, again, this is just before I got on the air. I looked on some of the stuff coming out. You ready? Rising crime risks turning Oakland into ghost town. Newsom is sending reinforcements. A little fucking prick. Gruesome fucking Newsom. Oh, no. My daddy worked for the Getty Gang. He was a lawyer. Lock down your businesses. Stay in your house. All you kids can't go playing in the park. Tie up those swings. Can't go to the beach, you bitch. No shit. Everything's gone to crap with the COVID war because these little fucking pricks, and I can't say the other word because I don't want to be blacklisted, and that's racist calling it blacklisted. I mean, let's really be stupid about everything because you got a bunch of stupid shitheads fucking the world up in front of our eyes. The damage that's been done by the COVID war is incalculable. We warned about this in your Trends Journal when it began. As I say, when people lose everything and have nothing left to lose, they lose it. They lose it. A whole new world. And it's right in front of your eyes. Yep. Crime rates, right? Oh, here's another one. What do we got? Again, one after another. It's all, you ready? Carjackings, homicides, and robberies are stealing a sense of security across Washington, D.C. Isn't that nice fucking bullshit language? The whole fucking, you go to Washington, D.C., you go around the turnarounds over there, there's homeless people sleeping all over the place. There's the Washington, D.C., the scumbags that brought you to COVID war. Oh, all you Trump lovers, it was that fucking narcissistic prick that called a state of emergency on March 13th, Black Friday. That's being racist, calling it Black Friday. Yeah. In 2020. This is the same bastard that pushed out the Operation Warp Speed jab. Again, they all are scum to me. All of them. Now you look up to Chucky Schumer. No, maybe you bow down to Pelosi. Maybe you like an Adam shit. No, I like dead Mitch McConnell. One little fucking scumbag after another destroying our lives right in front of your eyes. Right in front of your eyes. Carjackings and homicides. Homicides, carjacking, robberies across Washington, D.C. had affected, you ready? Prominent politicians and prominent politicians. They teach you to be little fucking scumbags who suck off the public tit their whole life. They're prominent. You're just a piece of crap. You're nothing more than a plantation worker of Slavelandia. This is the scum language that these little prostitutes use. Oh, talking about prostitutes? You ready? Wall Street Journal shakes up DC Bureau with big layoffs. 20 staffers. Yeah, the Wall Shit Journal. It's gone to shit. This week in review, right? The markets. Not a word about what went on in Europe, what went on in Asia. Oh, yeah. The Hang Seng sunk like 3%. The thing crashed way down. Not a word, not a word, not a word. Oh, how come you left Washington, D.C.? You don't like the crime? Again, we had forecast all this was going to happen and much, much, much more. And now, you ready for this? Speaking about low-life pieces of scum, this cat's about 4 years old, about 3.5 years older than me. Joe bullshit Biden. 5 draft deferments with the Vietnam War era. 5. And the last one was, I got asthma. Oh, yeah, but I was a great athlete in college. Yeah, that Biden, draft dodger Biden, not a war that doesn't love. Biden demands Congress pass Ukraine funding. U.S. President Joe Biden called on the Senate to immediately pass the supplemental funding bill that includes more than $60 billion to Ukraine and $116 billion supplemental bill is proposed by, and they want about, $17 billion going to Israel to keep slaughtering the Palestinians. So when I talk about there's no media anymore and it's all bullshit, and again, as the country's rotting in front of our eyes, the infrastructure is shit, the rail system is third world, America keeps going to wars, the nation keeps going to shit, homeless everywhere. Oh, the migrants, are they causing any of this violence over there? You can't close down the fucking borders. You're going to win a war that you haven't won since World War II. Couldn't beat the Afghans. Now we're going to get them Chineses. Oh, yeah, and we're going to be bombs away. Middle East, again, all in your magazine this week about the ramping up of the Middle East war. And again, how stupid and gutless can you be to obediently follow your ignorant, arrogant political leaders? And you should throw narcissistic in there too. So what else? So now, as we're looking at what's going on, and you go to the media, not a word from the Cartoon News Network about Israel slaughtering the genocide. And there's an article in your Trends Journal magazine just this week. Let me find it over here. It's on our Israel war section where the let's see, some of the articles. Democracy, apartheid state of Israel extends law preventing Palestinians from obtaining citizenship. Oh, yeah, it's religious, right? And Lindsey Graham calls it a religious war. It's an apartheid state. Palestinians aren't good as Jewish people. It says it right here, their law. Why are we fighting a religious war? Because it's Crusades 2000, just like I had forecast in my book, Trends 2000, and in your Trends Journal going back to 2006. Right there. Right there. True magnitude of devastation in Gaza, hard, is covered up. No reporters allowed. And there's an article in here about CNN reporters saying how they are not allowed to say what they want to say and can only say what the CNN top brass wants them to say. CNN staffers accuse network of only promoting Israeli propaganda. Yep, all the facts are here. So then you go and see what's going on. Go to Drudge Report. All right? All this thing, all the left-hand corner about the king. The king got cancer. That's it. BBC headline, King Charles seen for the first time since cancer diagnosis. And then going back to Drudge, King cancer diagnosis could reshape monarchy. Is Charles abdicating? Just 18 months into the reign, William steps up. Harry flies home. Britain expressed shock and worry. Who gives a shit if your mother, father, sister, brother, friends have cancer? And they don't count. They don't give. Who gives a shit about that? Hey, but the king has cancer. This is news. Because who is the king? Here, king. Here, boy. No, I'm royal. I'm the king. We all have to know about this. Yep. Again, journalism is dead, as we keep reporting in our Trends Journal. And it's much deadlier than the dying king. Oh, this is the top story in CNN before I went on. Mom of school shooter found guilty in unprecedented case. Not a word about the Israel the genocide they're committing against Palestinians. And again, we go on and on and on in your Trends Journal. An important element to say when we're talking about the politicians, when you look at the cover of the Trends Journal, how stupid and gutless can you be to obediently follow your ignorant, arrogant political leaders? We say it out loud with this T-shirt as well. Hey, politicians, who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? And the back of the shirt, it says it as well. And you can get this by going to trendsjournal.com, and you go to the shop and you pick it up. It's right there. It's a shop thing, it says. So let's go back to your Trends Journal. Very important. Gregory Mannarino has a great article in here, which he does almost every week. And U.S. Middle East war, what it means for the markets. Very, 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 very important. And Mannarino and I are on the same page, and he was actually ahead of me. The United States, let's go back. 3 people were killed at the Jordan-Syrian border, 3 American troops on Sunday. Not this Sunday, a week ago. All right? It took until Friday afternoon for the United States to respond. So Gregory Mannarino told his crew and his listeners that they're going to wait until after the markets close on Friday because they don't want to disturb the equity markets, the oil or gold. And that's exactly what they did. I said to my writers, I said, after it happened, I said, look what they just did. They waited until after the markets closed. So it wouldn't affect the markets, equity markets, gold, or oil. That shows you the element of the crime syndicate that's in charge and their sick mentality. Now the United States is ramping up the Middle East war. We got the Israel war, the Ukraine war, and America now ramping up the Middle East war. World War III has begun. There's going to be a false flag event, something major happening. Look what just happened. 3 Americans were killed, and the United States, about 85 bombs or something all over the place, 120 bombs or whatever, in Syria, in Iraq, and in Yemen. 3 Americans. There are almost 30,000 Palestinians that have been slaughtered by Israel. Yeah. But 3 Americans killed, bombs away everywhere. So when I say World War III is going to happen with a false flag event or a 9/11 2.0 or Ukraine bombing a nuclear power plant or something like that, get ready for it. It's going to happen. And again, share what we're doing. We're putting the word out that nobody else is giving you. And in your Trends Journal, you're getting economic, socioeconomic, geopolitical, AI, technocracy trends by Joe Duran. Again, what he's putting out, this is the guy, is one of his books, Be Human. Go to YouTube, Amazon and get it. Look at the size of this thing. And that's what you're getting in your Trends Journal when he has his articles on technocracy. The gene-edited food you don't and won't know you're eating. Italy says OpenAI is violating EU laws regarding human data privacy ownership. This week in surveillance. Again, we're doing trends in cryptos, trends in AI, high-tech science. Yep. The 50-year diamond battery. Things you're not getting anywhere. Whole sections on AI, trends in geopolitics. Oh, this is an article you really want to read by Colonel Douglas McGregor, former colonel. To bomb or not to bomb Iran? That is the question. This guy's a real man. Yep. And what else do we have here? Oh, trends on the economic front. On and on. We're going here. Germany's in a recession. That's right. Germany's in a recession. Got it? The fourth largest economy in the world. And as we're looking at our economic update here, we also talk about over in Japan, the world's third largest economy. Household spending fell 2.5% year over year, while the monthly income per household in December fell 4.4%, down 7.2% from the year before. And we say what's going on in China, how their zero COVID policy destroyed it. And again, the COVID war destroyed the lives and livelihoods of billions of people across the planet. There's an article we have over here in our Trends Eye View that's very interesting. Gen Z looks to bedtime instead of party time. That's right. Generation Z is going to bed very early. You know why? All the vibe is gone. All the vibe is gone. The COVID war brought to you by little scumbag pieces of prick. Want to go through some of the names? Oh, the first scumbag was an Italian. Yeah, Conti, with a U in it. He was the first one to close down Italy after the Chinese launched the COVID war in January 2020 in celebration of its Lunar New Year, the year they're at. The average age of the people dying in Italy were 81 years old. That's right. He was the first one. And then the scumbag, Newsom Gruesome. Yep. He was the first one. And then the other arrogant little daddy's boy, brought up on sex charges. Yeah. Because he probably can't get laid unless he got a lot of money and he's in charge, Andrew Cuomo. He locks down New York. And one after another, Witless Whitmere, DeWine, a little fucking freak over there in Ohio. One little scumbag after another locking down. Hey, what did COVID all of a sudden go away? What are you talking about? You destroyed it. And we were the first to call it. You go back to your Trends Journal magazine, January 28th, 2020. Again, China launches the COVID war on Chinese Lunar New Year, the year of the rat. 2 weeks later, our headline, coronavirus, 106 dead in China, 1.4 billion still alive. What are you telling me this shit for? You look at the data. 99.93% of the people are still alive. Oh, then we had the bottom, the new Black Plague. The Black Plague, about 60% of Europe was wiped out. All right? 99.93% of the people are still alive from the COVID war, and the people that died from it had pre-existing comorbidities. Obesity, that's a big one in America, only 42%. As I say, they say that pigs can't fly. I came back from, I went down to Florida for a memorial for my dear friend. And boy, the pigs were flying everywhere, dressed like pigs, look like pigs. It's a pig show. They destroyed it. The people better stand up for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. A declaration of independence is what we need. So going back to your Trends Journal, we're giving you all the information that you need to stay ahead because everything's going down. Again, the numbers are all there of the people getting fired from the major media, and again, Wall Street Journal, just firing people one after another. Over 500 journalists were laid off in January alone. In January alone, journalism is dead. Dead. And it's dying quicker than the dying king. What a bunch of, and what is Taylor Swift? Everything Taylor Swift and her boyfriend. What do I got to know about this shit for? Oh, because I live in dumb fuckistan, the home of the dumb fucks. So just swallow their crap. Again, we must unite. And I'm doing everything I can. Donate to Occupy Peace. We're planning a major, major peace rally coming up. You go to occupypeace.com, occupypeace.com, or the Universal Church of Freedom, Peace, and Just Us. Because we, the people, have to be in charge. Again, Biden calling for more war to keep bloodying the killing fields over there in Ukraine. Ain't my war. Wrote about how it happened in your Trends Journal back in 2014, how the United States overthrew the democratically elected government of Viktor Yanukovych. Article written by Dr. Paul Craig Roberts. All the facts are here. And again, we're giving you what nobody else in the world is giving you. And it only costs you $2.86 a week. Here's the article. You ready? Look at that. Washington is driving the world to the final war. All about the United States overthrow of the democratically elected government of Viktor Yanukovych in Ukraine in 2014. So, thanks for tuning in. And don't forget tomorrow, Celente and the Judge, Judge Andrew Napolitano and I will be getting together 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Remember, the future's in your hands. United we stand, divided we die. So let's unite. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Thank you.
The Trends Journal, the best investment you could make, because it's the best investment into your mind, and it can change how you look at the world.
His work is actually a gold mine. Anybody interested in politics, political trends, economic trends, social trends, cultural trends, you have to follow him. Gerald Celente.
The Trends Journal is one of the greatest sources of information, and it really is. You're predicting these things well ahead of time. I would encourage everyone to go grab the latest copy.
Been a Trends Journal subscriber for 20 years. I just have to commend you. What you guys have put together in your latest Trends Journal, there's nothing like this out there.
Sir, everything that you predicted about the economy, you were absolutely right. So I have followed you all this time. So please take a look at the Trends Journal.
You correctly forecast that the Fed would hike rates quite aggressively, correctly said that initially gold and silver would drop as the Fed starts to raise rate to 1.5% and above. When we spoke last, Bitcoin was around 49,000. You said you expect to drop, and if it drops below 30, 35, then it could really drop.
Trends Journal, which I would encourage people to go and check out. It's actually a 200-page document, pure data-driven analysis.
Gerald Celente, the top trends forecaster in the world. Gerald, you had an interesting call back in September of last year. You said gold had bottomed, which is exactly what happened. And here we are, and we're above $1,900.
Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happened at trendsjournal.com.